Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I'm your instructor, Richard Rost. Today is part 2 of my sex and gender in Microsoft Access, how to store that stuff in your database. And this is part 2, so if you haven't watched part 1 yet, go watch that first. Duh, you'll find a link to it down below. We now join our program, already in progress. So let's make 2 real simple quick tables. Create table design. We'll do our sex table first. So sex ID, that's our auto number. Sex description, which will be a short text. Now I want to do a custom sort order. So I'm going to put sort order in here and we'll make that a number. That way you can put them in whatever order you want. I like other to be at the bottom, right? So save that as my sex T. Sex T. I could go on with some really rude jokes, not rude, but crass jokes. I'm not gonna. All right, so here we go. We got male. All right, female. What else we got here? Intersex. All right, and add whatever you want, and then other. Okay, I'll put other down at 99. So if you add more in the middle there, you're good. All right, save that. We'll do the same thing for gender real quick. Create table design, gender ID. Gender description. Remember, don't use the word name in here. Right? Name is a reserved word. And then sort order. Save it. Gender T. And then, what do we got in here? We also have male, female. We got non-binary. We've got maybe gender fluid. And then other. Oh, 99. Okay, all right, here we go. Save it, close it. We got our supporting data. Now, we need a place to store that data once the user picks it, right? So in my customer table, this is where that data is going. All right, we've already got, let's just get rid of that gender. We already got gender in there, goodbye. We're gonna do a sex ID. That'll be a number, that's the foreign key, right? That's gonna point to the sex ID in the sex table. Same thing with gender ID, okay? Now, we also need places for the user to store the other option. So sex other will be a short text. Gender other will be short text. Okay, and they'll only have to type in those fields if they pick other. In fact, in the extended cut for the members, I'm going to show you how to make it so those don't even appear unless they pick other. We'll get to that in the extended cut. All right, save it, close it. Now let's put the fields on our form. All right, right-click, design view. And if you watched my relational combo box video, this is pretty straightforward stuff for you, right? Find the combo box. We're going to use the wizard. Drop it down here. Look up the values from a table or query. Where are you getting the data from? We'll do sex first. All right, bring over all 3 fields because we need that sort order. We're going to sort by sort order. Next. Now, I don't want to see the sort order when I open up the combo box. So just like the key column is hidden, right? The key column is hidden by making its width 0. We're going to make the sort order column width 0. I like to make sure I go past that line just a little bit so it makes sure that it's 0. Next, we're going to store that value in the sex ID field in the customer table, right? We're picking from a list of sexes from the sex table, storing it in the customer table. Next, what label would you like to give it? Sex. And then we're done. There you go. A little conditional formatting. I'll click on this guy, hit my little format painter, and make that guy black. All right. Now, could you copy this guy and modify it for gender? Yeah, you could. It's just as easy to run through the wizard again, right? Especially if you're a beginner. So do that again. Table or query. Gender T this time. Bring over all 3 fields. This stuff gets easier, by the way, the more you do it. So one of the reasons why I do repeat stuff in my videos sometimes is because I want you to do it 3, 4, 5, 10 times. You'll get the hang of it, right? What are we sorting by? The sort order. Next, hide the sort order field by making its width 0. Next, store that value in the gender ID in the customer table. Next, give it a label of gender and finish. And once again, we'll do a little format painting. Pink. And I put the format painter up on my quick launch toolbar, the quick access toolbar up here. If you can't find it, it's on the home tab right there. Okay, I put it up here. I got a whole video on how to set this thing up. All right, so these are all set. And now we just need to add our other boxes on here. Now, if you go to Form Design, Add Existing Fields, you'll find them right down here. Sex other, gender other. What I did there was I clicked on the first one, hold the Shift key down, click on the second one, let the Shift key go, and then click and drag, and those both go up there. And now you can delete labels and slide these boxes right up next to there. Get nice and cozy. Just like so. And the last thing we got to do is adjust our tab order because things are going to be wacky down here. So go to tab order. Now, the one thing I don't like is that the wizard doesn't ask you for a name for these two things. It's combo 32 and combo 34, right? I always forget that step until I get to about here. So let's cancel out of this real quick. Let's give these guys good names. This is going to be the sex combo. You could call it sex ID if you want to, but I like to know, what did I do? Oh, I changed. Be very careful. I'm going to leave this in the video because I do this all the time. Be very careful. I just changed the control source, not the name. And what gave it away was this thing popped up. It says no such field exists. That was my goof. I messed up. So come back in here, change this control source back to sex ID, go to the all tab, and that's where you set the name of it right there, sex combo. Okay, remember the control source is where you get your data from in the table or query that the form is bound to, right? The name could be anything you want. You could call this guy James Bond, and it would be the same thing. Okay? Do the same thing for the gender combo, right? Come down here, change that to gender combo. There we go. Now, if I change my tab order, everything looks a little better. Come down here. Okay, so we're gonna put the sex combo, then we're gonna put the sex other after that one. See how I did that? Click on it, and then let it go, and then click and drag, and you can put it wherever you want. I got a whole separate video on tab order if you don't know how to set this thing up. All right. Save it, close it, open it, and here we are. Drop it down. Male, gender, non-binary. There we go. Next guy. Other, whatever. Type some whatever value you want in there. All right. Gender, female. Got it? Okay. Pretty straightforward. Pretty simple. And now if you look in your table, come all the way over here, you'll see there's your values. You got an ID for sex and gender, and then the other fields are available to type in whatever you want. You can also do the same thing with other things like prefix, suffix, right? The senior, junior, all that stuff. Do the same thing. If you don't want your end users typing in things directly into the main table, because like I said, you could do a list items edit form and let people modify this list, right? This list, but then you're going to get a whole bunch of junk in here. That's why I've always loved the other option. So your end users can type whatever they want. And then once a month or every 6 months or whatever, you just make yourself a query on the customer T and just take a look at all of the different others that are in there. And if you see that there's a bunch of them that are added the same, you can then decide yourself if you want to add that into the main table. And then you can just run an update query to delete all these and change that to a 6 or whatever it has to be, right? Now, in the extended cut for the members, we're going to hide that other box unless the user picks other. Then they'll see that it pops up. Otherwise, you pick male, it'll be blank. It's not confusing that way to your end users. And also, if they do pick other, we're going to force them to have to put something in. You can't just pick other and leave it blank. You got to put something in there. Okay? That's going to be covered in the extended cut for the members. Silver members and up get access to all my extended cut videos, all of them, not just this one, all of them. And of course, gold members can download these databases, and you get the code vault, which got all kinds of cool stuff in it. And members, if you think you already know this stuff, I'm going to include a couple other little bonus tips in there too. So it's not just the stuff we've done before. So hang on. We're going to get to some cool stuff. All right. But for everybody else, that's going to be your Tech Help video for today. I hope you learned something. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and post any comments you may have below. I do try to read and answer all of them as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free. Click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Want to learn more? Click the Show More link below the video to find additional resources and links. YouTube does a pretty good job of hiding it. It's right down there. See this part of the description here, right? The name, the video's up here, There's a little show more down there, right down the bottom. It's kind of hard to find. But once you click on that, you'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. And YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted like they used to do. But if you'd like to get an email every time I post a new video, click on the link to join my mailing list. And you can pick how frequently to get emails from me, either as they happen, daily, weekly, or monthly. Now, if you'd like to become a paid member of my channel and receive all kinds of awesome perks, click on the Join button. You'll see a list of all the different membership levels that are available, each with its own special perks, including my extended cut videos, access to my code vault, lots of VBA source code in there, template downloads, and lots more. I'll talk more about these perks at the end of the video. Even if you don't want to commit to becoming a paid member and you'd like to help support my work, please feel free to click on the tip jar link. Your patronage is greatly appreciated and will help keep these free videos coming. I got some puppies to feed. But don't worry, no matter what, these free tech help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more, and they'll always be free. Now, if you really want to learn Access and you haven't tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access, including building forms, queries, reports, and more. It's over 4 hours long. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. I'll put a link down below you can click on. And did I mention it's completely free? The whole thing, free, 4 hours. Go watch it. And okay, a lot of you have told me that you don't have time to sit through a 4-hour course. So I do now have a quicker Microsoft Access for Beginners video that covers all the basics faster in about 30 minutes. And no, I didn't just put the video on fast forward. But I'll put a link to this down below as well. Now, if you like level 1, level 2 is just $1. That's it, $1. And that's another whole 90-minute course. Level 2 is also free for paid members of any level, including supporters. So if you're a member, go watch level 2. It's free. Okay, want to get your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my TechHelp page and send me your question there. Members get priority, of course. While I do try to read and respond to all of the comments posted below in the comments section, I only have time to go through them briefly a couple of times a month, and sometimes I get thousands of them. So send me your question here on the TechHelp page, and you'll have a better chance of getting it answered. And while you're on my website, be sure to stop by my Access forum. We've got lots of lively conversations about Microsoft Access and other topics. I have a fantastic group of moderators who help me answer questions. Shout out to Alex, Kevin, Scott, Adam, John, Dan, Juan, and everybody else who helps out on the site. I appreciate everything you do. I couldn't do it without you. Be sure to follow my blog, find me on Twitter, and of course on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on Facebook too, but I don't like Facebook. Don't get me started. Now, let's talk more about those member perks if you do decide to join as a paid member. There are different levels: Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Diamond. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut tech help videos, one free beginner class every month, and some other perks. Gold members get all the previous perks, plus access to download the sample databases that I build in my tech help videos, plus access to my code vault where I keep tons of different functions that I use, the code that I build in most of the videos. You'll also get higher priority if you do submit any tech help questions. Now, answers are never guaranteed, but you do go higher in the list for me to read them. And if I like your question, you got a good chance of it being answered. You'll also get one free expert level class each month after you've finished the beginner series. Platinum members get all the previous perks plus even higher priority for tech help questions. You get access to all of my full beginner level courses for every subject. And I cover lots of different subjects like Word, Excel, VBA, ASP, lots of different stuff, not just Access. These are the full-length courses found on my website. You get all the beginner ones. In addition, once you finish the expert classes, you get one free developer class per month. So lots of training. And finally, you can also become a Diamond sponsor. You'll have your name or your company name listed on a sponsors page that will be shown on each video as long as you're a sponsor. You'll get a shout out in the video and a link to your website or product in the text below the video and on my website. So that's it. Once again, my name is Richard Rost. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something today. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you again soon.